This video is brought to you by SoccerPro.com, bringing you all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for 10% off any order of $75 or more. Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you a quick review today of the Nike Fuel Band, which is what I have on my wrist right now. I've been wearing this thing for the better part of about 3 months now, and I feel like there's overall a lot of confusion around a product like the Nike Fuel Band because a lot of people can't really seem to justify why it costs so much money, and I'm hopefully going to clarify all of that in today's video, give you a quick rundown of the band itself, let you know how it works, and then of course I will give you my final thoughts on the product and let you know if I recommend it or not. But that's pretty much enough of this, and we'll get right into it. Alright, we're just going to take a quick look at the packaging and some of the extras that are included with the Nike Fuel Band. For those of you that don't know, this product retails at $150 US, so it can be a little bit pricey, but you do have quite a few options. You can choose between 3 different colored bands. I have the white ice version, as you guys can see, but you can also choose to go with a black ice version or a solid black color as well. And then of course it is available in 3 different sizes: small, medium, large, which is what I have here, and of course extra large, along with some removable links in the band itself, allowing you to make it bigger or smaller to allow for the best possible fit. So that's just what you see on the outer sleeve. We'll remove the sleeve and get a look at the inside there, which is where you have all the stuff. If you open it up, you're going to see the first thing is of course the Nike Fuel Band itself. This is the one I have been wearing for the last 3 months. If you open up this little pocket here, everything has conveniently fallen out for me. So you do have the removable links, as you guys can see here. This is to make it a little bit bigger if you need it to be bigger. And then you can remove them and detach them using this little tool that is provided with this little kind of pokey thing. And that's how you take it off. And then of course they do include the USB sync cable, so you can plug it into your PC or your Mac, whatever you are using, and use the programs that they have on there. And then of course they do include instructional booklets that no one reads anyways. So that's pretty much it as far as what you get inside the box, and I'll move on to the band itself. Alright, well here's a look at the Nike Fuel Band itself, and as you guys can see, it's a pretty cool little wristband, especially in this clear white ice color. You can see all the internals on the band itself. Of course you have this chrome clasp here on the back. You basically just push this little button in and it opens up, and that's where you have your USB connecting thing, which I'll explain a little bit more in detail later in the video. And then basically you just snap it back in and it's closed up again. The band itself is water resistant, so if you want to take a shower with the band on, it's not going to hurt it at all. Give it a quick clean, but it's not waterproof, so you can't actually go swimming in it or anything like that. So very simple design. You do have these LEDs here on the front and only one button on the band itself. So if you were to press that button, all of these little LED areas light up on the front of the band, as you guys can see. On the inside of the band, you can see there are these little plastic support areas there with 2 screws on each end of that little piece. And that's there just to give this support to the band itself. You don't want to flex it too much and break it or anything like that, but it is relatively flexible if you do unclasp it, so you don't really have to worry about it breaking on you or anything like that. So it is a very, very durable piece of equipment. That's pretty much it as far as the physical band itself, and I'll get into explaining exactly how it works and what it does. The main problem that so many people have with the Nike Fuel Band is they don't really understand how it works. They view it as very gimmicky and just an overall very expensive light up bracelet, which was kind of my point of view before I actually bought one for myself and started using it. And I have to say, after 3 months, this has honestly become one of my personal favorite products. I truly do use it every single day, and honestly can recommend it to anybody who is looking to track their daily physical activity and just wants a little bit more motivation as far as pushing themselves to be more active, or even just pushing themselves in general to get in better shape than they currently are. So as far as how the system works itself, the band itself features sports tested accelerometers throughout that track movement in general and the intensity of your movement as well. So whether you're walking, running, playing any kind of sport, soccer, basketball, football, whatever sport it may be, or any kind of physical movement, it's tracking it at all times, and it measures that movement in what's called Nike Fuel. And you can't look at Nike Fuel as a unit of measurement such as distance or anything like that. If you're running, for example, you have to look at Nike Fuel as more of a point system. So if you think of a video game, when you play a video game, especially an old school video game, you have to get so many points to get to the next level. And that's basically how Nike Fuel works. You set a goal for yourself in Nike Fuel points. In this particular situation, my goal is generally set to 3,000 points for the day. And throughout the day, you work towards achieving 3,000 Nike Fuel points to hit your physical activity goal for that particular day. So if you hit this front button, it's going to show your fuel. So my fuel for the day is 422. Haven't really been all that active. Kind of been working on this video all day. And at the bottom you can see there's red lights and there's green lights towards the left, red lights towards the right. That is basically your kind of meter showing you how close you are to your final goal of the day. So obviously I only have 422 points of 3,000 that I need. So the band is, or the meter is relatively empty. So throughout the day, as I get more and more fuel points, it'll go from red to yellow to eventually green once I hit that 3,000 point goal. So it's not going to fill up on its own. You have to kind of move yourself to get to that particular point. But it's very cool to kind of at all times be able to just click your wrist, see how close you are to your daily physical activity goal, and kind of work towards that throughout the day. So if you are sitting around being very lazy, at any point in time, if you're wearing your Nike Fuel Band, you can click your band, see how close you are to your goal, and perhaps it might motivate you to get off the couch and perhaps go do some physical activity, get some exercise, and work towards your Nike Fuel goal for the day. As far as the band itself, it does provide some extra information right at hand. Of course, you can see your Nike Fuel. You can click there. It'll show you your calories burned for that day. In this case, it's 157. It'll show you your steps for that day, 490. And then, of course, it will show you the time for that day as well. It's right now 1:16 p.m. Then if you click it again, it'll go right back to Nike Fuel. And if you hold the button down, it'll go into sync mode, so you can sync it via Bluetooth to your iPhone or iOS device. I think it only syncs with iPhones and Apple products in general. So that's pretty much how the Nike Fuel Band works and how you have to look at it. Look at it as a point system where you're motivating yourself to achieve a goal. I really like to use this at soccer practices because I can see that at the end of the practice I hit 5,500 or 6,000 Nike Fuel points. So the next practice I want to get a little bit more than that. And it's kind of a good way to push yourself, try and improve upon something that's already good, and just get better and better and better. Kind of allows you to compete against yourself, which is why I'm a big fan of this particular product. That's pretty much it as far as how it works. And we'll take a quick look at the software that's based around this product, so you can get some more stats from the unit of measurement, Nike Fuel, which I'll show you just right now. Alright, well here's a quick look at the Nike Fuel iPhone application. This is what I mainly use when syncing up my Nike Fuel Band, although it is good from time to time to plug it directly into your Mac or PC, just to allow for firmware updates, whether you use the USB extension cable or you just plug it in directly into the computer. It's always good to have the latest software version on your Fuel Band itself. Of course, the home page shows everything that you're going to find on the Fuel Band. Nothing exciting there. If you click Activity, it'll show you your activity from a 24-hour period for that particular day. You can have it for the day, the week, the month, the year. It's pretty cool. And it shows you, like I said, all of your activity mapped out in a 24-hour time period. You can see on this particular day, I was pretty inactive while I was sleeping, then got more and more active throughout the day. And then obviously there's a big spike there later in the evening. That's probably because I had a soccer practice that day, I think. And you can see it shows you your final stats for the day. 5,472 fuel points, calories burned, active time, steps, and of course miles traveled for that particular day, which ended up being 4.8 miles. So pretty cool. If you click friends there, you can share your statistics for the day on social media. So if you can do that on, I believe, Facebook and Twitter. So if you have other friends who have Nike Fuel Bands, you want to compete against them, you definitely can do that as well. I obviously do not have this set up at this point. And then of course it does have kind of little achievements at the end, like I mentioned. So it'll tell you your best day, your best week, your best month as far as Nike Fuel points. And of course you can have milestones such as 100,000 Nike Fuel points. It keeps track of everything, like I said. You don't lose a day if you didn't sync it up that particular day. You can sync it up once a week, once every 2 weeks, and it will keep track of all of your days that you wore the Nike Fuel Band in those last 2 weeks. So very cool. And like I said, there's little achievements and goals that you can get in the application itself. That's pretty much it as far as the software goes. The desktop version is pretty much the exact same, just in obviously a desktop platform. So it's not all that different. Pretty much does the exact same thing, so I'm not going to show it to you guys. And that's pretty much it as far as the software goes. Shows you some extra information, not too much more, but it is cool and definitely does work well. So that's pretty much it, like I said, as far as the software goes, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Nike Fuel Band. I honestly couldn't be happier with this product. It works great. It displays all the information that I'm looking for in a very simple manner. It tracks your daily physical activity. It helps to motivate you. And of course, it allows you to compete against yourself in ways that you couldn't do before, which is personally my favorite feature. It's very minimalistic. I think looks pretty cool. It tells the time, it's water resistant, and it even has really good battery life. You can get about 5 to 7 days out of one single charge. And really, I have nothing bad to say about this product at all. It might be a little bit overpriced, but trust me, when you do pick one of these up for yourself, it's something that you'll be using every single day. So in my opinion, it definitely is worth the money. If you have any questions regarding the Nike Fuel Band, feel free to leave your comment down below. And if you guys could leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. If you did enjoy today's video and you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily videos on all the latest soccer gear. And also, if you guys have any questions not related to the video, go ahead and ask that on the SR4U Facebook fan page, which you can find linked down below in the description. And of course, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account name is VujoJosh. Just like this channel name, you can go ahead and look me up, or again, the link can be found down below in the description. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.